Hello, welcome to your Vinyasa flow practice. My name is Tani, and today's class is going to focus on balance and improving your posture. So think things that open up the chest, that strengthen the back, that help counter this stuff that we do a lot during the day. So just going to open us up. Be doing a variety of planks as well. So be sure and take any pose modifications or options that I provide, whatever works best for you and your body. If you have those yoga blocks, go ahead and place them near the top of your mat, and let's get started. So let's begin in child's pose. Big toes touching, knees wide, lower down to your mat. Softly closing your eyes. We begin with just some deep breaths, taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just do a couple more breaths like that as you begin to set aside any happenings of the day, any distractions, anything that might be on your mind today. And for now, let's just set them aside. Choose to just arrive mentally here on your mat. Checking in with your body, being mindful of anything that might need a little extra care today. And if there's anything particular you want to focus on in your practice, let's just bring that into your mind. And then rising up, meet me in a tabletop position. So we're going to bring the hips over the knees, the shoulders over the wrist. Find a neutral spine, and then we're going to kick that right foot out behind us like a kickstand and open up into a supported side plank. So left toe touching, you're pressing away from the mat. And then lift away from the floor, moving into gate pose. So reaching that right arm up, coming into a lateral stretch, light touch with that left hand on the leg. And then take that right hand back to the mat into that supported side plank, but this time perhaps lifting the leg and maybe extending the arm as an option. And then as you inhale, lift back up into that gate pose, pressing away from the floor, lengthen through that side body, and then exhale, bring it back down into that side plank. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift, lengthen. Exhale back to the floor, keeping that spine nice and long, maybe adding the extension. Last time, lifting it up. And exhale down. Go ahead and take that left hand up to the sky, maybe turning your eyes in that same direction. And then bend the left leg, take that hand to the foot, and actively kick the foot into the hand to begin to open up all through the front of the body. So shoulder blades are drawing together, hips lightly pressing forward. Then begin to lengthen. Come back to all fours into that tabletop. We're going to do the same thing on the other side, kicking the left foot out, toes down, and coming into that side plank, right toe touching the mat. Just find alignment here, hips are stacked. Then press away from the floor, lengthening into that lateral stretch of gate pose. Light touch with that right hand. And then returning to that supported side plank, maybe lifting the leg, maybe extending the arm, your choice. Then inhale, lift back up into gate pose. Exhale back to the mat and lengthen. 2 more times, lift it up. And down, moving at your own pace. Last time. Good, finding that supported side plank, stacking the hips, and then reaching right hand to right foot, and then actively press that foot into the hand, shoulder blades draw towards each other, hips press slightly forward. And lengthen and come down. Let's step the feet back, lift the hips up for our first down dog as you begin to pedal out your feet. Fingers spread, tailbone lifting, and then just move into your pose of down dog. Feeling that chest press back towards the thighs, hips high, biceps by ears. Breathe in and out. Lifting that right leg up for one leg dog. Bringing that knee through the chest. So you want to keep drawing the knee up to create space, stepping the foot forward. Dropping the back knee to the mat, kneeling lunge. Arms are going to reach up. I want you to exhale and cactus your arms, lift the chest. As you inhale, I want you to release out of that, coming more into just a kneeling position. And then exhale, we go back into that lunge, pressing the hips forward. Let's do that a couple more times. Lift. Exhale, stretch and open the chest. Last time, lift up. And exhale, hold this time without holding your breath. Find opening, all through the front of the body. Then taking the hands down to the mat, nice long spine. Twist by taking the right hand up. So remember, if you need to bring that floor a little closer to you, just place a block underneath the left hand. Be sure here the hips aren't going out to the right. Bring them back to center. Bringing the hand down, step back, downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg for one leg dog. Again, as you exhale, bring that knee through the chest, hips high to create space. Foot down, then right knee to the mat. Reach those arms up into that kneeling lunge, hips pressed forward. Palms forward, cactus your arms, lift the chest. Gentle back bend. And then as you inhale, lift up, kind of press back, and then exhale back forward. Forward. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, sink, press the hips as you cactus the arms. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhaling and exhale. Last one. And exhale, hold. Find that opening. Again, shoulders drawing back. And then hands to the mat with a nice long spine. Squeeze the ab muscles. Twist, taking the left arm up. Notice your hips. If they've swayed over to that left side, bring them back to center. Hand to the mat. Downward facing dog. We're going to move forward to a high plank. And from here, we're going to go to supported plank, knees to the mat. We hold. So you want your back nice and straight and the belly is lifting. And then slowly, let's do maybe to a 5 count. Start to bend your elbows and lower to the mat for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift into cobra pose. And today I really want you to focus on shoulders down, away from the ears, rather than how high you lift. Keeping the hips down, pressing the feet into the mat, slowly lower. Let's try that again. Inhale, lift. Chest nice and open by drawing the shoulders back. And release. Last one. Lift it up. And come down. So we're going to keep our knees on the mat. Lift your belly by slightly tucking the pelvis so you feel those abs engage. Now slowly press it up for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Beautiful job. We're going to start to add on to our flow. So lifting the right leg for one leg dog. Bringing that knee through the chest. Foot between the hands, back knee down. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus the arms. Again, inhale, lifting up, release. Exhale, come back forward. Last time. Bringing the hands to the mat, fingertips to the floor, lengthen it. Exhale and twist. Bringing the hand down, tuck the back toes, lift that knee. Meet me in warrior lunge, crescent lunge. Open to warrior two. Let's flow warrior two by inhale, lift, straighten the leg. Exhale down. Finding space as you lower. Shoulders stay over the hips. Warrior two. Turn that right palm up, reverse warrior, and again, light touch on that back leg, or take that left arm behind you, maybe grabbing onto the thigh, opening up that left shoulder. Begin to straighten your right leg as we move into triangle pose, again with that half bind. If you've added it, let that hand fall wherever it may. I'm going to bring mine onto the shin. Block is always an option. What I don't want you to do is make this into a forward fold. You always want alignment over that front leg. Rebend, reverse warrior. Now extend the arms for warrior two. Circle it to the mat, step back. Meet me in a high plank. We hold this high plank. Remember, already showed you that supported option of knees down, so you can always take that. If not, we're gonna hold here, breathe deeply. Heart drawing forward, eyes slightly forward. Legs are firm, back straight, downward facing dog. Lifting the left leg. Stepping that foot forward, beginning our flow on this side, back knee to the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, hip press forward. Again, inhale, up. And exhale. Lifting one more time. And exhale, taking the hands to the mat. Breathe in, breathe out and twist. Hands to the mat, untuck the toe, lift the knee, high lunge. Find that pose and then open to warrior two. Flowing through our warrior two, lift and lower. Lifting and lower. Last time. Reverse warrior, the option to wrap that right arm behind the back. Take your time here, shoulder down, away from the ears. Half bound triangle, straightening the leg, reach forward. So the length helps us in our balance. We'll be adding a balance posture here shortly. So we're just doing all the practice we need for that. Rebend, reverse warrior. Warrior two. Circle to the mat. Step back, high plank. Just hold. So I'm not adding in the chaturangas. Those are awesome, but they tend to tighten up our shoulders, and I'm trying to open them up today. And we're strengthening, again, for our balance. So we're doing this core work. Supported options are always a choice for you to make. Downward facing dog. Let's finish off this flow. Lift that right leg. Stepping the foot between the hands, back knee to the mat. Kneeling warrior. Exhale, cactus your arms. 2 more times, inhale. And exhale, sink. Find that opening. Again. Beautiful, hands to the mat. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale and twist. Hand comes down to the mat, untuck the toe, reach all the way up this time to warrior two. Begin to flow your warrior two 3 times. Humble warrior with that half bind if you choose. Half bound triangle, lengthen it out. Right back to that humble warrior. Warrior two, adding on balancing half moon. So you're gonna lengthen forward. Hand can go onto the block. And if you are using a block or not, you wanna be sure that the right hand, that thumb, lines up with the pinky toe, and you don't want it too close. That will make it much harder to balance. So as we hold here, if you fall out of it, it's okay. Just jump right back in. And then the final option here, just like we did on the floor, is to place the foot into the hand and add sugarcane pose. Again, this is a more challenging option. So just take the option that works for you today. No competition, no judgment. One more breath. And release it. Meet me in warrior two, however you want to get there. Beautiful. Circle it down to the mat. This time, step that right foot back, side plank. Final posture here of our flow. And again, bottom knee to the mat is your option. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Downward facing dog. Last time through, left leg lifts. Stepping it forward. Back knee to the mat, reach it up. Exhale, sink. 2 more times, breathe it in. And out. Again, breathe in. And out, hands to the mat, lengthen. Exhale and twist. Hand down, untuck that knee, rise all the way up, warrior two. Begin to flow, warrior two 3 times. Be sure that knee is not caving in. Beautiful job. Half bind, reverse warrior. Half bound triangle. Reverse warrior. Warrior two. Transition, balancing half moon. Move back on my mat. Take your time here. So we've been practicing those planks with a nice straight back. You want the same thing here, hips stacked. And maybe placing the foot into the hand for sugarcane pose. If you're adding sugarcane, open up the chest by drawing the shoulder blades together. Use the muscles in the upper back. Whatever pose you're in, meet me in warrior two. Circle it to the mat. Step that left foot back, stack it on top of the right. Meet me in that side plank. We hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. High plank to downward facing dog. Stepping your feet forward, lengthen to that half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain pose. And mountain Tadasana. Bring your hands to the heart center. We're gonna balance on our right leg. You wanna grow tall, shoulders down your back, belly in. Rotate the left knee out. And we're gonna go into tree pose, so maybe sliding up to the inside of the calf, maybe all the way up to the inner thigh. And you can take your arms wherever you need them for balance. And maybe it's a struggle today. Hey, we all have those days. Don't be afraid to stand by a chair or move to a wall. Just keep nice, good posture and focus. Knee to chest. Warrior three, begin to hinge forward. Shoulders down your back. And mountain pose. Beautiful. Let's do that on the other side. Hands to heart. Balancing on the left, right knee rotates out to the side to open up that hip. Either keep the kickstand or take that foot inside of the calf or all the way up to the inner thigh. Tree pose, so trees move, they sway. It's okay if you are too. Just smile, don't take it. I see people sometimes get frustrated. I'm like, no, it's a practice. Have fun. Have fun with it. Bring that knee to the chest. Last balance posture, warrior three. Hinge forward, just like you're flying. Beautiful job. You are strong, balanced, centered, and mountain pose. Breathe in, reach up. Swan dive, forward fold. Lengthen your back and fold. Step back and lower your body to the mat with control. Locust pose, arms to your sides. Lift the chest, lift the back of the thighs up to the sky. Locust. And rest. One more pose here for our back and to open up the front of the body. A lot of options here. I'm going to take you into locust. First option is going to be to bind or bow pose. Choose your option. If you start to feel like your legs are coming out wide, bring them back in line with the hips. One more breath. And release. Child's pose. Let's take a moment here of rest. Just rest the forehead on the back of the hands or your mat. Just close those eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths. Check in, connect with your breath again. Then rise up, and we're going to find a seat on our mat. Extend the right leg out. We're going to cross the left foot over that thigh, moving into a seated twist. You want to sit up nice and tall. That left hand can be behind you for support. Right arm reaches up, hooking that elbow onto the outside of that thigh, and turning your gaze over that left shoulder. So spine mobility is really important with posture. So that's why we're doing some of these twists and of course the opening. But posture requires a strong core as well. And of course the mobility. So that was our focus today. And release that. We're going to place that ankle right above the knee, hands behind you for support, bend the right knee, then scooch yourself together until you find a nice stretch here for that left hip. And then release, extend both legs, reach it up, exhale it over. Breathe in, draw the chest forward, exhale, maybe sink a little deeper. And then come up, crossing the left foot over that thigh, sit it up, moving into your twist. Facing forward, right ankle above that knee, keeping that right foot flexed. Bend the left knee. Press yourself a little closer together, chest towards shin. And soften out of that pose, extend both legs. Let's do one more fold before we take it all the way down. So reach it up, hinge forward from that hip crease at the top of the leg. Inhale, draw that heart forward. Exhale, sink. And start to roll it down with control to your mat. Knees to chest, hands to shins. Let's place the feet on the floor. Bridge pose, arms at your sides. Press through the feet, walk your shoulders together and down your back. Maybe binding your hands, it's always an option. And lower knees to chest one more time. Little massage here for your back. You're rocking side to side, or I like to do circles. Other direction. And taking the feet to the mat, drop your knees wide. Bottom of feet connected, closing those eyes. Reclining butterfly. Notice the rise and fall of the belly with your nice, long, deep breaths. And then begin to extend the legs out slightly wider than the hips. The arms come to your sides with the palms rotated up. It helps soften and relax the shoulders and the chest as you move into our final resting pose of shavasana. You are welcome to stay here as long as you'd like, but if you're with me, you're going to bring the knees in. Give yourself one final hug, knees to chest. And then slowly rolling to one side. Helping yourself up to easy seated pose. You did beautifully. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. Let's take one breath in together, reaching the arms up, bringing the hands to prayer at our hearts. From my heart to yours, namaste. Have a blessed day, and thanks again for joining me for class.